I'd like to welcome everyone to the Atlantic Cup here in Halifax, game 1 of 5. There'll be 2 games today, 2 games tomorrow, and 1 game yet to be determined depending on team placement on Sunday. And here come the kids. Hopefully everyone got that new stream link that Gerald had just posted prior to maybe about 7 minutes ago. A little bit different setup here today. I'm up in the balcony, bird's eye view, for this first matchup between the York County Sheriffs and the Nova Scotia Kings. Should be some good hockey where we've moved up a division after our big win in the New Brunswick Cup with the gold medal. I believe we'll play 2 teams from PEI and 2 teams from Nova Scotia. Tonight's game will be streamed around 8:15, and it'll be against the PEI Whalers, a team that we haven't played yet. And we haven't played this Nova Scotia Kings team either. We're about 45 seconds until the warm-up is done. About 25 seconds. So the focus on this might be a little bit messed up because there's panes of glass about 2 feet away from the camera, so it kind of messes it up just a little bit. How you doing? Oh, not too bad.
Really good to see you.
At the airport? Me too.
They were just taking the post.
Why they can't do that the next time is beyond me.
Oh, here we go.
There we he won't be able to talk to you.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think I mentioned everyone though. I got fingers and stuff by too. He's here.
Was that right?
Yeah. Back at the point. The shot on net. Just misses. Puck picked up by Marcus Wolf. Picked up out of. There's no number on the back. I think that is Miles Murphy paired with Oliver Carter. Jax Harris in pursuit of the puck now. Jax Harris just out of it. No, that was Cole Beliveau. Just missed that puck. Here come the Kings. Over the blue line. Onside. Puck's picked up by Oliver, who gets the puck out into the Kings zone. Marcus Wolf in pursuit now. Puck just out of his reach. Brought up by the Kings in neutral zone. They're onside. Quick pass over. No shot. Another centering pass is deflected right into the net, and nice save by Fedor. Garrett Johnstone puts the puck out with Marcus Wolf in pursuit. Icing waved off. Marcus now just lost that puck. Kings take it now. Defenseman skates it up. Makes a move. Gets onside. Centering pass doesn't work. It's picked off. Quick shot, and it's in. Quick shot from the blue line. Goes bar down. And it's 1-0 Kings. Nice shot by the defenseman on the Kings. And we'll have a face-off here. Face-off was won by Jake Bresson. Back to Garrett Johnstone. Mason Hennessy now puts it up to Jake Bresson. Bresson out of the reach of Kalen Curry. Puck's picked up by Jack Smith. Puck's recovered by the Kings, who take it around their own net and put it up to the winger, but it's out of his reach. Puck's picked up by Aiden. Aiden chips the puck out to Jack Smith. Jack Smith chips the puck to the center ice. But it is a scramble draw. Puck's now picked up by Aiden.
Kings goal scored by number 55.
Aiden now. And we have a whistle. No whistle. Puck's dumped deep by Mason Bird. Kings now in their own zone. D-to-D pass. The defenseman decides to take it all the way. Stopped by Mason. Quick shot coming from the point. Glove down. Stopped. Nice save by Fedor. Centering pass. Just chipped out by Mason. Up to Will Bennett, who puts it up to Jax Harris. Jax now unable to come up with that puck. Here come the Kings. Quick shot and glove save by Fedor. And he holds it for a whistle. Face-off will come to Fedor's glove hand side. On the ice we have Marcus Wolf, Jax Harris, Cole Beliveau, Miles Murphy with Oliver Carter on the back end. Marcus Wolf now chips it past the defender. It's centered right to Jax Harris, who tips it, and it's a nice save by the goaltender. Here come the Kings. They drive wide, but Oliver stops them in their tracks. Pass up to the winger is out of his reach. No icing, they say it's deflected. Picked up by Oliver. Oliver now gets past the defender. Saved by Fedor. And just out of the reach of Marcus Wolf. Here come the Kings. Plays onside. Oliver chips it to the boards. Helped out by Cole. who brings it up, chips it up to Jax Harris. It's a 2-on-1. Nice play by the Kings defender to break that up. Puck's picked up by Jake Bresson, who keeps that puck alive at the blue line. Quick centering pass. Just misses two Sheriffs who were wide open. Just that close. Here come the Kings. Quick shot, and it's called a goal. Just sneaks in on the glove side. Hits the back bar and pops back out. 2-0 Kings. We'll have a face-off here at center ice. Face-offs won by the Sheriffs, but it's brought in by the Kings. Quick shot, misses the net off the meshing and goes all the way back out to the point, where it's picked up by Jack Smith. Jack Smith up to Jake Bresson, just out of his reach. Puck is thrown down the ice by the Kings, and that'll be an icing call. The puck will go all the way down to the Kings zone. Kalen Curry with Grayson Grant to take the draw, and Will Bennett on the wing. Aiden Mason Bird on the points. Here come the Kings. Nice play by Kalen Curry to strip that puck. Puck's thrown towards the net, just wide. Kalen now is still in pursuit. Centering pass. And it's in. The Sheriffs have scored. Nice play by Kalen Curry to center that pass. And it was picked up by Gabby. Gabby makes it 2-1. Gabby Cote Barbaro cuts the lead in half. It's 2-1 Kings over the Sheriffs. Face-off won by the Sheriffs. The play is called offside. Mason had forced the winger to take that puck offside there. Face-off won by Gabby, but picked up by the Kings player. Kings winger brings it wide. Centering pass doesn't work. Picked up by Aiden. Actually, that was Cole. Will now tries to get it to Kalen, but Kalen was knocked down. No icing. Picked up by the Kings, who bring it out of their own zone. Cole now. Nice back check. Breaks up that play and brings it over to Marcus Wolf. Marcus stays on side and chips the puck in. Marcus just overskates it. Now, a strong play by Jax here, so do a stick lift there. Here come the Kings. Cole Beliveau is relentless out there. Makes that play to make the Kings cough that puck up. Strong play by Oliver. Oliver now chips it up to Jax Harris. Mason Bird rushes that Kings player off the puck and they chip it out. Kings player gets a little bit too fancy there and almost cause a turnover. Puck's picked up by the Kings, who drive wide. Centering pass. Makes it, but it's shot wide. Second attempt, it's stopped. Puck still loose. Still in the crease. Still loose. Somehow that puck does not go in and it's kept out. Desperation plays by Fedor to stop that. Shot from the point goes wide. Cross check not picked up there. Marcus Wolf now drives wide. Beats the defender. Centering pass. Deflected. And just wide. Puck now back to the point. Picked up by Oliver. Chip back into the corner for Jax Harris. Harris now. Almost keeps that puck alive, but it's chipped out. Marcus Wolf now. Puck just gets out of, but it's picked up by Marcus Wolf. Marcus now. Can't get past those two defenders. Puck's back to Oliver in the neutral zone. Oliver still with it. Passes it over to Miles Murphy. Miles now passes it up to Jack Smith. He's just taken out by Jake Bresson. Bresson back to Oliver. Oliver back to Bresson. Bresson gets his own chip pass and dumps it in. Kings dump it in, and it'll be delayed off icing call, and the play will go back into the King zone. A little bit hard to call this game because I'm so far away. So I'm having a little trouble picking up some of these players. But we got Jake Bresson, Jack Smith, and Grayson Grant up front with Garrett Johnstone and Mason Hennessy at the points. Quick shot doesn't make it through by Garrett Johnstone. Picked up by Jack Smith. Stripped of the puck by a Kings player behind the net. Puck's back to Garrett, who tries to chip it to Jake Bresson. Didn't quite get there, and here come the Kings. Kings player drives wide. Stopped in the corner. Puck is separated by Garrett. Garrett now still with it, fighting off two Kings players behind the net. Puck's brought up to Jack Smith, and Jack backhands it out to the neutral zone. Down the ice, there will be no icing. Kings player now misses his centerman and gets back to Mason Hennessy. Mason in pursuit, takes a look, reverses it, still comes out the puck from his knees, brings it up to Gabby. Gabby, unable to get that puck up to his intended target, who is Will Bennett. Garrett Johnstone puts the puck up to Kalen Curry, just out of his reach. No icing as it was deflected. Puck's in the corner, picked up by the Kings player, who brings it into the neutral zone. Stripped by Gabby, who makes a nice defensive play. Gabby on his backhand. Delayed offside, though. Kalen was just in by a step. Puck's picked up by Aiden, who chips it up to Kalen Curry, who has a step. Diving play, just misses that puck. Picked up by the Kings player, who brings it behind his own net. Kings player still with it. Passes it off to the winger. Kings winger gets picked off. Picked up by Gabby. Gabby has a chance here. Just shot wide. 2 minutes and 38 seconds left in the first period. 2-1 Kings. Puck is chipped out. Icing will be the call. And the puck will go all the way down to the King zone. 2:30 left in the first. 2-1 Kings. Game 1 of 5 here at the Atlantic Cup in Halifax. Next game will be at 8:15 against the PEI Whalers. Colbelvo wins that draw. It's back to the point to Oliver. Oliver, slap shot, just doesn't get enough on it. And it's picked up by the Kings player. Puck driven in by the Kings player. Picked up by Miles Murphy. Over to Oliver. Oliver had that puck picked off by a Kings player. Cole now behind the net. He's going to get his own puck here. Passes it on the backhand. Just had the. Oh, now it's out. It's out. Up to Cole. Cole now. 3-on-1. Shipping out here. Over to Jax Harris. Jax now. Quick shot and goal. Jax Harris makes it 2-2. Jax Harris scores that one on the backhand. Drives wide, backhand, goes over the goaltender's shoulder and up into the top net part of the portion of the net, and it's a tie game. 1:50 left in the first game. 2-2. Oliver now chips it out to Grayson Grant. Grayson over to Jack Smith, back to Miles Murphy, up to Jack Smith. Jack Smith tried to get it to Jake Bresson, but it just didn't make it. Here come the Kings. Quick shot, stopped by Fedor and picked up by Miles Murphy, who breaks it up to Jack Smith. Jack Smith now. Quick shot, stopped by the Kings goaltender and deflected into the corner. Kings player in his own zone in the corner. Tries to chip it out. Not quite out. Kept in by the Sheriffs, but eventually brought out by the Kings. Here come the Kings, who drive to the middle. Quick shot. Nice save by Fedor. And he pounces on the rebound. The Kings player didn't have much on that, on their backhand, and just kind of floated it to the net. Fedor was in position in the butterfly and froze that. I'll see if I can do some zooming on the far end. Face-off's won by Gabby, who pushes it forward to Kalen Curry, all the way to the blue line and not out. It's kept in by the Kings defender. Garrett Johnstone now with some speed, leaves it for Gabby. Gabby does a toe drag, but it's picked up by the Kings player. Out of Will Bennett's stick, but picked up by Gabby once again. Gabby unable to get that puck deep. We have a plays onside. And driven deep into the zone. Kings now. Drive to the middle. Almost stripped by Kalen Curry. Kings player still with the puck. Brings it over all the way in. And glove save. What a glove save by Fedor. Nice snapshot by the Kings defenseman. And a better save by Fedor. Actually, we'll get a goaltender change. That sorry about that. Kind of too good. Centering pass just out of the reach of the Kings player. Another centering pass. Doesn't reach it. Another shot doesn't get there. And we're out of time. It was Reed who made that, Reed LaMarche who made that glove hand save. I didn't see the goaltender change there. Two after two. No, 2-2 after one. Again, it's two first periods. Periods 1 and 2 are 12 minutes each, and the third period is 15 minutes. All right, we're about to start the second period. Face-off will be taken by Cole Beliveau with Marcus Wolf and Jax Harris. On defense, we have Mason Bird and Aiden. Cardiff Williger. Puck's picked up by Marcus Wolf. Marcus now over to Cole. Semi pass doesn't reach its intended target. Picked up by the Kings. Kings now try to get it out. Picked up and kept in. Second attempt. The puck makes it to the neutral zone. Picked up by Marcus Wolf. Marcus over to Mason Bird. Mason chips it in. Not deep enough for icing. Kings player behind his own net reverses and puts it up to the blue line. Mason Bird pinches, but just out of his reach. We have a 3-on-1 shipping up for the Kings. Nice play by Aiden to break that up, and it's picked up by Cole. Cole up to Marcus Wolf, who chips it past the defender up to Cole Beliveau. Tries to make a strong move, but better. Nice play by the Kings defender. Cole now still with the puck, but it's picked up by the Kings player. Kings defender drives wide, takes it to the middle, and still drives wide. Quick shot, stopped by Fedor, who's back in net. Backhands it up. That was Mason who backed it up to Marcus, just out of his reach. Aiden now. Up to Marcus Wolf, up to Jax Harris. Here comes Jax Harris. Jax over to Marcus Wolf. Marcus always on his backhand and lost it. Mason Bird now unable to keep that puck in. Over to Aiden. Aiden just out of his reach. 2-on-1, 2-on-0. That was a wide open net, and it was missed by the Kings player. Let's see if I can get a better shot here. Puck is going to be picked up by... Oh, you can't see there. Neutral zone now for the Kings. Kings now over the line. Quick shot. Up over top of the net. Mason Bird now in pursuit. Hard shot. Makes it out. And up to Jax Harris. Jax Harris up to Jack Smith. Just out of his reach. Puck now. Kept in by Jake Bresson. Bresson now takes a look. And scores on the backhand. 3-2 Sheriffs. Jake Bresson on the backhand. I think it was meant to be a centering pass. Throws that out, and it gets into the net somehow at a possible angle. 3-2 Sheriffs. 9:41 left in the second period. I'm not sure the zooming is working because Else kind of zooms in 100%. I don't seem to have any wiggle room on that. Jake Bresson puts it up to Jack Smith, who chips it into the corner. Jack Smith now on his backhand, behind the net, still with it, chips it to Gabby, who puts it back in the corner, picked up by Jack Smith. Out to Oliver, who centers it towards the net, off the glass behind the net, up along to the boards. Pass to the point, just doesn't quite get there, but eventually makes it to Miles Murphy, who passes it over to Oliver. Oliver up to Grayson Grant now. Grayson still with it, makes a nice strong move. Centering pass on the backhand, doesn't make it towards the net. Kings player had passed it in front, picked off by Grayson Grant, who backhands it, and it's a save by the Kings goaltender. Faceoff will come to the Kings goaltender's glove hand side, which is to my left. Faceoff won by Gabby. Gabby, quick shot, nice save by the goaltender. Another one of those tough angles. Kalen now almost strips that puck. Will Bennett makes a strong play, but it's picked up by the Kings, who bring it in. Here come the Kings. Quick shot, nice save by Fedor. No rebound, and freezes the puck. 3-2 Sheriffs, 8:50 left in the second period of Game 1 of this Atlantic Cup. Exciting game to start this one off. Face off coming in the Kings zone is won by the Sheriffs. Still kept in, picked up by Kalen Curry. Puck now comes out to the neutral zone, and it is passed to Will Bennett. Will now in pursuit. Kings player gets by a couple of Sheriffs, drives wide, centering pass doesn't work. It's recovered by the Kings though, behind the net. Kings come out, centering pass picked off by Will Bennett. Will now over to Kalen. Kalen diving, pokes it out to the blue line. Puck's passed up to the Kings player. Nice play by Gabby to chip that away to the back. Mason Hennessy puts it up to Miles Murphy. No, that was Garrett Johnstone. Puck does not make it out. Slap shot coming. Nice save by Fedor, who covers. All right. Camera got lost there a little bit. Face-off will be to the block, the glove hand side of Fedor. 7:47 left in the second period. Oh, goaltending change. Reed will come in for Fedor. With 7:47 left. Face-off is won by the Sheriffs. It's put back to Reed, who covers it. Nice clean face-off win, right to Reed, who smothers the puck. Not sure what the quality of this zoom is. Face-off's won by the Kings, back to the point. Slap shot, saved by Reed, who covers and holds on. The Kings player came in and tapped Reed, so no penalty coming. 3-2 Sheriffs. 7:40 left now in the second period. Face-off won by the Sheriffs, but picked up by the Kings. Puck still kept in by the Kings. Center pass over to the Kings winger. Quick shot blocked by Mason Bird. Mason now comes up with the puck. Makes a move. Still with it. Overskates the puck. Picked up by a Kings player. And it's shot wide. Puck's picked off by Cole Beliveau. Cole now up to Marcus Wolf. Marcus with a step. Quick shot. Nice save. And there's a push there. There'll be a penalty. Power play coming up for the Sheriffs. There we go. Power play. On this power play, we'll have Jack Smith, Jake Bresson, Grayson Grant up front with Miles Murphy and Grayson Grant. No, Grayson Grant and Miles Murphy. Miles Murphy now. Miles reverses it in his own zone, passes it up to Grayson Grant. Grayson now. Nice pass. No, that's Jake Bresson to Grayson Grant. Grayson Grant. Quick shot. Deflected, but picked up. Glove save by the Kings goaltender. He freezes it. 1:39 left in the power play for the Sheriffs. 6:42 left in the second period. Face-off will come to the goaltenders, or the blocker side. Face-off win goes back to Miles Murphy. Miles now, slap shot, quick shot, deflected. What a kick save by the goaltender to keep that out. Jake Bresson now tries a sharp angle shot, doesn't make it. Nice save by the goaltender. Kings now out to the point, doesn't get out to Oliver. Oliver shoots it, blocked by the Kings. Grayson now keeps the puck in. Over to Jack Smith. Jack Smith back to the point. Miles Murphy. Slap shot. Blocked. And out to the neutral zone. Miles over to Oliver Carter. Oliver dumps it in deep. Doesn't quite get there. It's picked up. Kings defender reverses it. Doesn't get behind the net. Loses the puck to Grayson Grant. Grayson makes a move. High stick will be the call here. Quick shot. High sticking will be the call, and the puck will come out into the neutral zone. 50 seconds left in the power play. 3-2 Sheriffs. 5:53 left in the second period. And again, the Sheriffs have moved up the division for this tournament with their gold medal win a couple weekends ago. So they are doing quite well here, up by a goal in the second period. Will Bennett shoots that in, but it's picked up and dumped all the way down by the Kings player. No icing because they're on the penalty kill. Kings now picked up by Gabby. Gabby Cote Barbaro with the puck now. Brings it in onside. Quick shot blocked. Nice block by the Kings there. Puck's driven down by the Kings. 20 seconds left in the power play. 5:20 left in the second period. Garrett Johnstone gets that puck picked off and it almost goes in. Wraparound attempt. Doesn't quite make it there. The Kings player lost control of that. The net was wide open. Puck picked up by Gabby, who chips it up to to Kalen Curry, just out of his reach. No icing. Kings now loses the puck. Backhand attempt doesn't make it through. Another attempt doesn't make it through. Blocked. Third attempt goes in behind the net. Up to Will Bennett. Will now reverses that, but gets stripped at the last second. Here come the Kings. Nice strong move. Forces the Kings player to lose that puck. Puck's picked off by Gabby. Gabby now makes a nice move. It's tripped up, and there will be no call on that one. Kings now, backhand pass. Just makes it out. Over to Aiden. Aiden chips it up to... That was intended for Marcus Wolf, but doesn't make it. Puck now goes all the way down. The power play is over. It's back to even strength. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the second. Garrett Johnstone unable to get that puck out. It is deflected. And it is pushed away by... Let's see. I think that was Here comes Marcus Wolf. Unable to get that wide, and it's put back in for Aiden. Aiden chips it up to Jax Harris. Doesn't quite get there. And the Kings drive it deep behind the net. Garrett Johnson now pushes the puck up out of the reach of Marcus Wolf, and we'll have an icing call. And that puck will go all the way down to Reed's blocker hand side. That'll be to my left. 3:34 left in the second period. 3-2 Sheriffs. Faceoff's won by the Sheriffs to Mason Bird now. Chips it over to himself. Puts it up to Cole Beliveau. Cole overskates the puck. Mason tried to get that out and doesn't quite make it. Picked up by Jax Harris. Jax now passes it to Cole. Cole's onside. Drives wide. Centering pass just out of everyone's reach. Just behind the play. Puck picked up by Aiden. Aiden now. Quick shot. Nice glove save by the goaltender. Both goaltenders have made some nice glove hand saves. 3:02 left in the second. 3-2 Sheriffs of this opening kickoff game for the Atlantic Cup. Faceoff's won back to Grayson Grant. Grayson over to Aiden. Aiden, quick shot, just wide. Picked up by Jack Smith, who tried to center it. Doesn't make it. Jack Smith again, another centering attempt. Almost deflected in by a Kings player. Here come the Kings. Kings player drives it wide. Chipped out by Mason Bird, who makes a nice play there. Up to Grayson Grant. No, that's Jake Bresson, excuse me. Unable to get that puck deep there. Picked up by the Kings player, who almost loses it. Last three players. Quick shot and goal. And the Kings tie it with 2:25 left in the second period. Kings player was able to get past a few people. How you doing? How you doing, buddy?
You're replay card. You walk over real quick.
Yeah, I was out here. He was from filming commentary. Okay.
You've done it a lot.
How'd the first game end up?
They actually did really well. We played the week really good. 6-1.
Goal is scored by number 55.
Yeah, for the first game, and then we're back to Greenfield for the second game at 4:45. I think. No, it'll depend on who we place. Yeah, we've moved up the division here.
Yeah, I was here. I was like, oh, I don't think this is good. I'm going to change that.
When's your guys' next game?
We got 7:30. The States.
You must have had that.
Anyways,
Okay. That was really good to see you.
yeah.
I'll see you up to date. Yeah, we'll figure it out. And then, all right, good luck, best of luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch this.
Okay. I'll send you the stream. Okay. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. I had a guest there stop in. Face-off won by the Kings. Shot doesn't make it through, back to Mason Hennessy. Mason puts it up, but a bad bounce goes centers to a Kings player, but it is picked up by Cole Beliveau. Cole now drives wide on the backhand, still with it, and they'll call that offside. Just a hair offside there. I had a friend from university stopped in. His son is playing U11 here at the Atlantic Cup. So. Face-off won by the Sheriffs to push it forward. Up to Marcus Wolf. Over to Jax Harris now. Quick shot. Nice kick save by the goaltender. Puck's driven around the boards. It'll be picked up by Garrett Johnstone. Centering pass doesn't quite make it. And here come the Kings. Driven wide. Kings player makes it past the defender. Quick shot. Nice save by Reed. He flashes the leather there. Puck out to the point on the backhand now of the Kings player. Passes it over to the other point. The shot doesn't, we got 33 seconds left in the second period. Center pass, doesn't quite make it. Quick shot, backhand, nice save. Third attempt, still loose, and it's frozen. 26 seconds left in the second period. 3-3, tie. Sheriffs against the Kings. Face-off will come to the blocker side of Reed. Face-off is won by the Kings. Quick shot, deflected, over top of the net. Doesn't quite make it. Another centering pass, stopped by Reed. Another attempt, doesn't quite get there. Third attempt doesn't make it. And it's picked up by Jax Harris. Jax now up to Marcus Wolf. We have 10 seconds left. Here comes Jax Harris now. Harris, centering attempt, deflected, and it is frozen. And that'll do it for the second period. What a chance. That'll do it for the second period. 3-3 tie, Sheriffs and Kings. This will be a 15-minute third period. Here we go. Let's start the third period. Tie game. It's been a good one. I think these teams have been evenly matched here today. Great start to the tournament, considering we've moved up a division. Puck's passed up to... That was Jake Bresson, back to Mason Bird. Mason Bird at the point, passes it up to Jack Smith. Jack Smith tries to center it, but it's stopped by a Kings defender. Puck's behind the net now to Jack Smith. Jack Smith unable to get that puck out. It's still loose, but it will be frozen. Go. Face-off will come to the glove side of the Kings goaltender. Face-off is won by the Kings. Picked up by Mason Bird. Mason dumps it into the corner. Picked up by Jack Smith. Jack Smith, centering pass, quick shot, and it is stopped by the Kings goaltender, who's down in the butterfly. Sheriffs have been playing a great game here so far. We have Grayson Grant, Jake Bresson, and Jack Smith up front. And on defense will be Oliver Carter and Miles Murphy. Face-off is won by the Sheriffs. Put back to Miles Murphy. Miles now over to Oliver Carter, who took a quick shot. Deflected just wide. It's picked up by Jack Smith. Jack Smith, centering pass. Doesn't quite make it there. Back to Oliver now. Oliver, quick shot. Deflected off the post. Just off the post. Miles Murphy now. Quick slap shot, deflected, double deflection, goes into the corner. Picked up by Jake Bresson, who fires it up, deflected just wide once more. Kings players now. Just a minute gone in the third period. 3-3 tie. Puck's dumped in deep. Picked up by Oliver. Oliver almost had that picked off, but it's picked up by Jake Bresson. Bresson now, over the blue line, onside, quick shot. It's stopped by the Kings goaltender and frozen. That was a little wild there. And face-off will come to the blocker side of the Kings goaltender, who's played very well. He's made some nice saves. Face-off is won by the Sheriffs. Centering pass, picked off by Kings defender. Another attempt, doesn't quite make it. Puck comes loose. Kalen Curry now in pursuit. Kalen gets there first, dumps it behind the net. Goes to the opposite side of the net. Puck doesn't make it out. Kept in by Garrett. Eventually makes it to the neutral zone. Gabby. It's in the stick battle, but the puck comes out. And here come the Kings. Picked off by Garrett Johnstone. 3 Kings come up with that puck. Drive into the middle. Quick shot. Just past Fedor's blocker and wide. Here come the Kings once more. Centering pass doesn't work. Another centering attempt. Couldn't get Wood on that one. Kings now behind the net once more. Almost picked up by Gabby. Centering attempt coming. All the way out to the neutral zone, past everybody. It'll actually make it all the way down to the Kings zone. Kings now behind their own net. Loses it to Kalen. Quick slap shot, doesn't make it to the net. Here come the Kings. They drive wide. Centering attempt. Doesn't make it there. Nice stick by Aiden. Aiden up to the boards. Pass to the point, doesn't make it, and it's picked up by Will Bennett. Will Bennett 1-on-2. Drives wide, still with it. Just out of his reach. Poked away by a Kings player. Picked up by Jax Harris. Jax now over the blue line, doesn't quite make it. And he dumps the puck in deep. Picked up by the Kings player. Centering attempt, doesn't make it. Over to Aiden. Aiden, backhand. Picked up by Cole, who put it up to Jax Harris, but out of his reach. Mason now. Ships that ahead. Still onside there. Marcus unable to get that deep. It's shot wide. Still in the neutral zone, but picked up by Aiden. Aiden caught his feet a little bit. Up to Jax Harris. Jax now. Pushes the puck towards the net. Doesn't quite make it. Jax gets the rebound. Centering attempt. Just out of everyone's reach. Mason was unable to chip that forward to everybody. Here come the Kings. Nice play by Cole Belleville. Centering attempt. Doesn't quite make it. Centering attempt. Stopped by Fedor, who covers up. And Mason pushes the winger to the boards. Out of harm's way. Zoom is a little bit tricky on this because I have to use 2 fingers. Be a little better if I like a scroll. Quick shot, deflected and wide. What a slap shot. That Kings defender can really wire that puck. Picked up by Cole Belleville behind the net. Up to Jax Harris. Jax now chips it up ahead. Up to Marcus, just out of his reach. Oliver now to the neutral zone. Picked up by the Kings player, and it will be called on a delayed offside. That whistle was a bit late there. .10:30 left in the third period of a tie game. 3-3. Game 1. Atlanta Cup. Here come the Kings. Quick shot coming. Well wide of the net. Opposite side now. Slap shot. Nice stick by Oliver. The defenseman comes all the way down to the goal line to get that puck. This puck's still loose. Now it's recovered by Marcus Wolf. Marcus unable to pick that puck up and skate with it. Kings now, centering attempt, and the puck is driven out to their own neutral zone. Jax Harris in pursuit now. Puck is kicked out by Marcus Wolf, who fights off the defender, pushes the puck forward. Marcus now, back to Jax Harris. Jax up to Marcus Wolf. Marcus drives to the middle, backhand, through the legs, and it's in! Marcus Wolf with the backhand somehow finds a way to slide that between the goalie's legs. And it gets through, and it's 4-3 Sheriffs. That's 4-3 with 9:35 left in the third period. And the Sheriffs regain their 1-goal lead. Face-off comes center ice, won by the Sheriffs. Back to Mason Hennessy. Mason dumps it into the King zone. King defender now. Cross-ice pass gets picked off by Jack Smith. Jack Smith is tripped up, no call. Back to Garrett Johnstone. Garrett now off the defender's shin pads and out to the neutral zone. Here come the Kings. Quick power move, and it's in. Nice goal. Nice move by the Kings player to just power through to the net there and chip it in past Fedor to tie this game up. Back to a tie game, 4-4. Face-off won by the Sheriffs, but it's recovered by the Kings. Kings now go wide. They're onside. Centering pass out of everyone's reach. Mason Hennessy pushes that out to the corner. Kings centering pass doesn't work. Up to Grayson Grant now. Grayson up to Jack Smith, but it's chipped out by the defense. Kings player tries to pass it himself, doesn't work. Here come the Kings. 2-on-2. Backhand attempt coming, and it's shot wide. Here comes Jack Smith. Jack Smith now. Dumps it in. Deflected. No icing. And it's a full line sail change here. Kings player behind his own net brings it out of the corner. He is picked off by Gabby. Gabby's Cote Barbaro loses control. Desperation play. Doesn't work for both Sheriff players. 1-on-1. Mason Bird now drives the player wide. Quick shot, and it's wide. Mason kept that player wide. Now it's picked up by Gabby. Gabby up to Will Bennett. Will Bennett just behind Kalen. Kalen, and it's called offside. The fourth
goal scored by number 55, Alexander Petty Nolan, assisted by number 97, Braxton McDonald, on the goal 12-35.
fourth goal was scored by Marcus Wolf, assisted by Jax Harris. Goaltending change. Reed is back in net. Will Bennett now keeps that puck alive. It just comes out. Miles Murphy still with it. Gets the puck in deep, but it's out just as quick. Back to Gabby, who dumps it in deep behind the Kings net. Kings player now along the boards. Picked off by Gabby, who centers it. Doesn't quite make it there. Kings player falls. Kings player now drives wide. Centering attempt off the back of the net. It's in the meshing. Still in the meshing. And it'll be called as the puck did not move off the mesh, and the referee blew his whistle. 7:05 left in the third period of a tie game. Again, first of 5 games. First of 2 today. Second game will be at 8:15 tonight. Greenfoot Energy Center in Hammonds Plains, I believe. Oh, what a nice play by Jax Harris. Jax Harris now on a breakaway. Jax Harris. Nice play by the defender. But we have a penalty call coming. Backhand doesn't quite make it to the net. Harris now, centering attempt. Oliver, quick shot. Doesn't quite make it. And it'll be called on a delayed penalty call. Power play for the Sheriffs. They may call that a hook or a slash. They were able to just disrupt Jax Harris enough. Oh, good one.
Who just got the penalty?
The Kings were on power play.
We just won.
Oh, you did? We scored.
3-1.
Yeah, we've moved up the division, but we're doing quite well. Nice TV.
5 more, 6 more minutes.
Yeah. Thank you. Marcus Wolf now. That puck was kept alive by Cole, who chipped it in deep. Recovered by Jax Harris. Jax now off the half boards. Still with it. Centering attempt is cut off. Jax still with it. Doesn't quite get there. And the puck is drilled by the Kings and down the net. Miles Murphy tips it up to the point, not out. Centering attempt, doesn't quite make it. Jax Harris now. Jax up to Marcus Wolf, just out of his reach, and they'll call that icing. We've got a special guest here, the mascot. Undertaking the action. It's been a great game. Way to kick off this tournament. 5:49 left in the third period. 1:08 left in the power play for the Sheriffs. Face-off will come to Reed's glove hand side. Face-off was won by the Sheriffs, but picked off by the Kings. Grayson Grant now passes it up to Jack Smith, just out of his reach. He's still in pursuit. He picks it up. Centering attempt. Doesn't quite make it. Third attempt. Doesn't quite get there. Quick shot. What a kick save. Another attempt. Doesn't quite get there. Here come the Kings. They drill it down, but it hits Garrett Johnstone, who settles the puck down, passes over to Mason Hennessy, who takes a look. Mason Hennessy gets the puck in. Puck's thrown down off Garrett's feet, back to Jake Bresson, over to Garrett Johnstone. Garrett, long pass over to Mason Hennessy. Mason, quick pass up to Jack Smith, and it's called on the offside. Jack Smith was just ahead of the play. 5:03 left in the third period. 22 seconds left in the power play. Of a 4-4 tie game. Neutral zone faceoff is won by the Sheriffs. Grayson Grant puts the puck in deep, and it'll be recovered by a Kings player. Jack Smith on the forecheck. Causes the defender to reverse course. Just out of Aiden's reach. No icing on the play. I'll say that's a tip. Aiden behind his own net. Reverses it. Aiden up to Grayson Grant. Grayson over to Jake Bresson. Jake Bresson up the middle of the ice. It's onside. Quick shot. Blocked. Power play is now over. We're back to even strength. Here comes the Kings player. Quick shot. Stopped by Reed. Chipped away by Mason Bird, just out of the reach. Jack Smith up to Grayson Grant. Grayson now hooked. There'll be no call on that. Puck's dumped in deep by the Kings. It'll be recovered by Aiden. Aiden reverses it behind his own net. Aiden takes a look, head up. Passes it up to Will Bennett. Will now, one-on-one, still with it, in his feet. It's going over the blue line, still with it, but it is taken away. Here come the Kings, backhand attempt, deflected wide, picked up by Will Bennett. Will loses the puck to the Kings player. Centering attempt, it's going to get there, but it's stripped away by Oliver Carter. Mason Bird now, Mason chips it out, up to Will Bennett. Will Bennett now, chips past the defender. Picked up by Gabby. Gabby now, still with it. Along the boards, to the opposite corner to Kalen Curry. Kalen now, centering attempt, gets to Oliver Carter. Oliver, quick shot. Make good save by the goaltender through traffic. Not strong play, quick shot, nice save. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third period of a tie game. Back to Miles Murphy. Miles now. Regroup over to Oliver Carter. Oliver up to Kalen Curry. Kalen Curry loses that puck, but it's recovered. Kalen over to Gabby. Gabby now. Still with it. Puck just we have an icing call, or offside call. The puck just squeezed out, and it was dumped back in, but it went off of Will's shin pads. Frantic action here. I have to catch my breath. 2:47 left in the third period. Faceoffs won by the Sheriffs, but recovered by the Kings. Miles Murphy unable to get that puck out. Reverses it, pushes it out, but it's deflected right out to the slot. Picked up and over to Jax Harris. Jax Harris now takes the puck, chips it out to Marcus Wolf. Marcus now was on his backhand. He couldn't settle down that bouncing puck. Here come the Kings. 2:20 left in the third period. The puck's driven wide. D-to-D pass. The player, Kings player, It's knocked off his stick. Recovered by the Kings player. Quick shot. Doesn't make it through. Marcus Wolf now picks that puck up. Whoa. Marcus Wolf now. Drop wide. Marcus now. Slot shot coming up. Blocked. Another attempt. Doesn't quite get there. Back come the Kings. Centering pass doesn't quite get his intended target. And it's picked up by Garrett Johnstone on the backhand. Gets the puck out. Here comes Jack Smith. Jack Smith. No, that was Jack Harris, mind you. Tried to get it over to Marcus Wolf, but it didn't quite get there. Minute 30 left in the third period of a tie game. Here come the Kings. 2-on-2. Quick shot wide by the Kings defender. Centering pass doesn't quite make it. Mason Hennessy with a stick battle wins that. Passes it up to Jax Harris. Jax Harris gets that puck out and dumps it down deep for an icing call. 1:09 left in the third period. Tie game. Jake Bresson to take the draw. He'll be with Grayson Grant and Jack Smith, Mason Bird, and Aiden on the defense. Kings now. Drive to the middle. Quick shot. Deflected off the post. Mason Bird now with the puck. Chips it. And out. Walker. Then picked up by Aiden. Aiden behind his own net now. Aiden still with it. Passes up to Jack Smith. Jack Smith deflects it between the defender's legs. 45 seconds left in the third. Mason Bird able to pick that up. 40 seconds left in the third. Aiden now. Unable to get that puck out. It's picked up by a Kings player. Recovered by Jack Smith. Kings now. Back to the point. Nice play by Jax. Knocked to the corner. Strong play by both players. Puck doesn't make it out. Quick shot. Deflected. Doesn't make it through. And it's covered by Reed. Lots of fighting there. "12 seconds left in the third period. Let's see what happens here. I don't think there's going to be any penalties at this stage of the game. Timeout. Timeout, Kings. 12 seconds left in the third. Well, we're in for an exciting finish here. There will be no penalties on that melee. I'll see what happens here. Timeout is now over. Let's see where the face-off will be. Face-off will be to the blocker side of Reed LaMarche. Face-off will be taken by Gabby. Gabby with a nice face-off win. Comes back to the point. 8 seconds left. It is kept in. Not out. Still in. Now it'll come out. And it'll be a tie game. And that'll do it. 4-4 after 3 periods of play. They'll start off the tournament with a tie. What a game. I hope you guys all enjoyed that. I know it's a little difficult to see at the far end. The players will shake hands, they'll have their player of the game ceremonies, and then they're off to the dressing room. It'll be quite a break in between games here. We'll have about 7 hours until they have to be back at the rink at the Greenfoot Energy Center in Hammonds Plains for their 8:15 game tonight. All 4 goaltenders in this game played fantastic. Both teams, I thought, played an amazing game. And the goals that were scored were pretty phenomenal, really. They were all sharp angle goals, top corner from impossible angles, pretty much on the goal line. I don't know how they got those in.
The player leading for the Kings, number 55, Alexander Bowling. And Portal Sheriffs, number 91, Jax Harris.
And it'll be Jax Harris, number 91, with player of the game. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in, and we'll have this all set up again tonight at 8:15. Thanks again for watching.